Hello, hello, hello. We are back. TMTV is back with another watch along, and we are here to bring you another Burnley player. Of course, it is. It's what we do here. It is Zeki Amdouni's turn to showcase his talents on the World Cup stage. However, starting on the bench, of course he is. Lyle Foster earlier in the 5 o'clock kickoff didn't even make an appearance today for South Africa, and to be fair, after the shocking performance he put in on the opening day against Mexico, I can understand why. But it is Zeki Amdouni. I expect we'll get some minutes towards the back end of the game. But it is Switzerland versus Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I think this should be quite an even affair. I expect a lot of attacking play from Switzerland. Bosnia, I'm expecting to be quite patient in their build-up and trying to probably, if they do exploit anywhere, try and exploit the wings to be able to get balls in for the head of Edin Dzeko. But it's just Sean Amdouni walking out. So unless there's been a change ahead of kickoff, is Amdouni starting? Well, I think the subs just. I think, to be fair, all the subs come out as well, don't they? So that will be why. Oh, a bit stumped then. I thought I've done me starting 11's graphic, and maybe I'm going to be wrong, but I've gone off what Sky Sports have said. But yeah, it seems everybody is out there on the around the centre circle, as has been for every game for both national sides, national anthems. Let's have a look through the teams then. Pardon me, as we go through. Starting with the home side, Switzerland. Gregor Kobel in goal. Sylvain Widmer, Nico Elvede, Manuel Akanji, Ricardo Rodriguez in a back for Mikel Abisha, Granit Xhaka, Remo Freuler in like a midfield three with Fabio Ryder, Breland Bolo, the main man up top, and Dan Undoy. It's a 4-3-3 formation for the home side. And the substitutes, like I say, it's everybody that hasn't got a game, basically. You've got Mvogo, Okafor, Khmer, Amenda, Amdouni, Vargas, Fashnak, Zakaria, Manzambe, Share, Jacques, Keller, Itten, and Sal. That's the easy one. Now we're on for a lot of itches. Bosnia set up as follows: Nikola Vasij is it in net, Amar Dedic, Tarik Moharamovic, Nikola Katic, Said Kolasinac, Amar Memic, Benjamin Tahirovic, Ivan Sunjic, Kerim Alajbegovic, Ermedin Derimovic, and Edin Dzeko. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I don't think I'm getting a sports journalist job anytime soon, but I'm happy with the way that went. Substitutes, however, there's some questionable names on there. Lukic, Tabakovic, Jurkas, Hadzikadunusic, Bajrak Tavaric, Bazdar Basic. Not that one, even though it's going to be Basic. Gigovic, Hadzimetovic, Slomeslic, Mujakic, Mahic, Bernic, Malic, and Redelic. Yeah, like as I said earlier, just a lot of itches in there. But like I say, it should be an interesting game by all accounts. Get your comments in, please do. Hype, like, share. We will chat throughout the game as always, and it's always nice to have your guys' support as well. So please do show us your support. Get involved in the chat. Like I say, it's always nice to have a chat with you guys, and I appreciate you guys watching along with me. So We are expecting the game to kick off after these after this bit of adverts. The first of many, since it's going to be hydration breaks. Adverts, shall we say. BTRD's in the chat. Greetings to your fine self, Mush. Hope you're well. How's your week been so far? Are you enjoying the World Cup? That's the question. Are you actually enjoying the World Cup? Lee says, is the Bellamy rumours true? I mean, I'm gonna put a video out about this tomorrow, so I'm not gonna say too much. But personally, if they are, I'm sort of 50-50 with it. I'm happy and I'm not happy. And the reason for that I will explain in tomorrow's YouTube short, or it might even be tonight's YouTube short that I put up at the end of the game. I'm just... Big do's and little do's, people. What I'm trying to say is that if Bellamy was the top man you've wanted all along, then why haven't you already bribed him and pushed him and offered him whatever X amount to get him in? It's now fast approaching 2 months, and you've already not really, got your hands on the man you want as manager. We've seen everybody else around us. Wolves get rid of a manager and have a new one. Palace have lost Glasner, who was there till the end of the season, found a replacement. Same at Bournemouth. Liverpool. Everybody's had a replacement, and little old Burnley's left lurching again. And apparently we're trying to entice Bellamy one more time. I just don't get it. I'll be honest, I don't get it. Obviously, the former Bayer Leverkusen manager's name's obviously come up a few times as well, which is quite interesting. But we'll see what happens. I'm hoping there'll be an announcement sometime this week. If not, it has to be next week. I'm sorry, it has to be, because we're getting to dangerous territory now. The window's open, and we need to be starting to, get a foothold. Time will tell, peeps. Time will tell. BTRD says, -3 on the turf and it's time for an hydration break. It's coming over it. I'll tell you what, if it comes over here, I'll be pissed off. Say it like it is. I won't be happy about it because, like I say, I just don't get it. Fidan, hopefully I've pronounced that okay. But checking in from North Macedonia. Hope you're well, my friend. And it says, prediction 2-1 Bosnia. I can see, like I said, both sides quite evenly skillful. I'd say Bosnia obviously have got players there on the peak of their careers. I say peak, back end of their careers really, in Edin Dzeko as well. But still got a lot to offer. Still do have a lot to offer. So apparently we're counting down to kick off. The most American thing ever. But we are underway. If you're watching with us, Sweden, where am I getting Sweden from? They're not even playing, you dingbat. Switzerland are playing in red, Bosnia and Herzegovina in like a dark blue sleeve and white kit. There's an early challenge coming, 25 seconds on the clock. The referee's basically saying, we'll have less of that. There was a little bit of afters. Bosnia have an early free kick. Lee says, these early morning kickoffs are killing me. Watched all the games regardless of the time. But do you know what? Tonight's the night I'm literally struggling. Like, I am not watching any of the games. I'm doing this podcast. I'm brushing my teeth and I'm heading the heck to bed. Big time. I'm just gonna leave it. going to catch up on some Zeds. But yeah, BTID says I nearly quit last night after the Ghana-Panama game. I mean, what do you guys think? Obviously, Fidan in the chat says 2-1 to Bosnia. Lee, BTID, what you saying? What's your predictions for it? Early corner for Bosnia. Whipped into the front post. Cleared. Bosnia steal it back. Ball whipped in. Dzeko couldn't quite wrap his foot round it. Katic has brought his man down. Referee gives him a stern word. It could be in for a tasty affair. I think it's Undoy who tried to skip past Katic. Couldn't quite get there. Breland Bolo. Switzerland's choice of attacker for today. And a wayward pass from Granit Xhaka to Dan Undoy finds the Bosnian goalkeeper. Quite a strong midfield battle at the moment in these early days. Granit Xhaka asking players to make a move so he can try and pick out the pass. Elvedi gets the 1-2 from Ibisha. Switzerland see a gap. Look for Mbolo. I think it's pulled back for offside. Oh yeah, just as the pass is played. That's very good officiating, I'll be honest. To the naked eye, I did not see the trouble in that, but when you do watch it on VAR, you can see that that was definitely off. A bit like my stomach after tea. Honestly, I've not been feeling right tonight. Kate's in the chat. How do Mosh? Granit Xhaka, ball over the top. Rodriguez, I don't think can get to it. He is going to put a challenge in. Does win it. Fabian Rada's there as well. He asked for it back off Rodriguez. Nice passage of play for the Swiss. Really do need to get this ball into the box. And as they do, they fluff it to the defence. I think Katic and Muram Hermovic could have done with better communication there. It's gone for an early Swiss corner. which I believe is 1 apiece to each other now on the old stats. Ball comes in. It's a poor corner. Doesn't even get to the front post, but I think the defender who tries to clear it sends it out for another one. This time the Swiss go short. Cleared, and Edin Dzeko's on the hunt for it. Goes back to the keeper. Keeper has to go long. That's going to be a foul in the centre of the park. Hello, Esme. I love you lots and lots and lots and lots and lots too. It's going to be another Swiss corner. Shot from outside the box. Katic does enough to sort of put his head in the way of it. It scoops out for another Swiss set piece. Swiss are claiming handball. And the referee must have seen it too. He does give the free kick. Granit Xhaka takes quickly. Finds Ndoye on the edge. Tries to get a ball across for Mbolo. He just can't get his big Brutus frame in front of the defender. Still comes pressure by the Swiss. Bosnia managed to get it away. Swiss come back again. It's a little dink into the box this time, but still evades anybody in red. And straight back out. Ndoye has it. Shot! And I think it is a goal kick. It was a good pass. I think it's Granit Xhaka who picks out the pass. It does well to pick out Dan Ndoye. And it does just go wide of Nikola Vasija's goal. It's pretty much started how I expected it to. Like I said, the Swiss on the front foot. Bosnia just willing to soak up that pressure and potentially try and counter, but as they've got the ball clear every time, it doesn't seem to be any willing runners. I mean, Mbolo now picks out Xhaka again, who's up and down all along that midfield, and he does whip a ball over for Mbolo. I think flag may potentially go up. It does indeed. I mean, no. I think, to be fair, I think he's onside. That looked onside to me. I mean, he lost his footing anyway, and the keeper managed to retrieve the ball. But still, the fact that the linesman raised his flag. Questionable decision there. thought that might have changed the lighting, but it's not. It's made no difference whatsoever. Ball worked to the back. Again, Granit Xhaka. Even though one of those players in the age bracket of potential last World Cup tournaments, still a very strong player to have. In Switzerland's Arsenal. And again, it comes from that sort of pass. A chance goes begging for Switzerland. Dan and Doy tried the fancy back heel flick. Didn't quite come off for him. Looks like Manuel Akanji may have to go back to his keeper. He's put under a bit of pressure. Does manage to pick out Mbolo. He's pushed in the back by Moharimovic. Play has resumed. Nico Elvelde. Although a centre-back does like to push forward quite a bit. If Switzerland keep this in, it's a ball back across. And I mean, it's a shocker of a cross. It doesn't even go into the box. And Bosnia could be in. He needs to look up and pick his man. He's tried to go for a long ball over the top. A bad ball by Amar Memic. Did well to get away from Rodriguez on the halfway line. Chased the ball down and Edin Dzeko basically freed himself. All he has to do is hit that hard and low across the ground and Edin Dzeko taps that in for 1-0, but looked towards the back stick. And his decision didn't pay off. I'll be honest, if I had to pick a winner, obviously I want the Burnley players to do well, because the longer they're at the tournaments, the more money Burnley get for the more days they're there. So I'm going to say I'd prefer Switzerland to get through. Also, like I say, it was one of the most amazing holidays. That just, yeah. Switzerland has to be. Although if it meant getting rid of this stomach pain, I won't care who won. This stomach pain's doing my tweeding. Ball floated over the top for Ndoye. Nothing comes of it. A bit of a tussle between him and Dedic. to be a free kick to Switzerland. Just fast approaching the 17th minute mark. Rodriguez gets the ball back from Ryder. Now with Xhaka again. Floats the ball over the top for Rodriguez. He's not really got the legs to try and get the ball into the box. Nor is there any Swedish again. What am I on about? Swiss attacker. We come forward again. It's Widmer who tries to whip one in. It's gone for a throw-in, taken and played to Elvede. Kanji has it at the back. Plays it to Mbolo. Good pass by Fabian Rander, who picks out on Doit. It cuts in on the inside. He's looking for a man at the front post, but Mbolo, I think, just didn't quite read what was coming. Yet again, Dan and Doit really should have tried to exploit getting it to the middle of the box. And a ball over the top for Widmer. And he's attempted the volley. I mean, it's a good run. I mean, there's a reason he's a right back. We have seen right back score screamers like that, but he absolutely missed it. Not even shanked it, missed it. Oh, mistake. He's put Switz in. And Ndoye snaps at it. Well cut out move. Dan Ndoye, why has he gone for that? He should have took the touch. Wait for the player to run round. Instead of trying to be clever there. Big pump forward by the keeper. Kanji can keep it in. Not really troubled. To be fair, if the Swiss can sort their feet out, I think we might be in for a decent game. But they just get to that final third and seem to struggle a little bit. They're picking out the right passes. It's just, I don't know if it's just a case of the arse falls out when they get so far up the opposition's half. Nakanji looks to go to his left. It's going to be a chance come for Sweden. It's Mbolo. He's picked up Vidmer again. Gets a ball across. It's deep. And Doi can't get there. Does get to the seconds though. It's going to be a shot from range. And that's not far away. Remo Frula with a rasping effort. Right on the stroke of the hydration break. Does very, very well. I mean, I don't know what you guys are feeling, but these hydration breaks set pissed off. He says. As I said, not sure what will happen, whether we will see Zekiem doing it at some point in this fixture. Where this forward line for Switzerland are playing, you'd think they'd try and go with an extra option in attack if we are still looking at 0-0 into the latter stages of the game. I think tactically you can see that Moharemovic at the back for Bosnia is tasked with the challenge of keeping Brilliant Bolo quiet. He's a big lad. So if they do choose to keep him on as the game progresses, it could give chances for other attackers to focus on getting into the gaps, to try and exploit this Bosnia and Herzegovina side. We're at the Los Angeles Stadium, which I'm not being funny. It's a quality stadium. I'm not calling it Los Angeles. It's at Atalanta Stadium. It's unreal. Absolutely unreal stadium. The one thing I can say is this one actually is used for football, where some of them aren't. Are there? Some of them are actually used for used for baseball or American football. I wouldn't mind a goal. I think it would liven the game up. I can't see it being from Bosnia though, unless it's against the run of play. It's the Swiss that are asking all the questions. Good bit of play. Ball now to Xhaka. He tries to find Mbolo, but would have been the perfect move. I think Xhaka's getting a bit peed off at the fact that he's managing to pick players out in good positions. But again, goes back to the decision making in the final third. However, he's picked out a pass for Mbolo, who's, again, should have done better there. Should be doing miles better for a player of his stature. He's sort of waiting for the ball to come across his body instead of actually anticipating, taking a touch, and potentially even getting a shot away. With the time he's had to wait, he's managed to have the ball taken off him. And Switzerland lose out on a chance. Now on the wing with Bosnia, tried to get a ball across. Nothing really in it. Ball is cleared and Bolo is pushed in the back by former Arsenal left back Said Kolasinac. And free kick taken quickly. Played across the back line. Vidma has it. Goes back to his keeper. Gregor Kobel, the Swiss number 1. He decides to go long. Again, it's just it's the passing between the two teams. The final thirds, as they get from one area to the next, each team just don't seem to even warrant picking out a player in their own kit colours. Long ball over the top by Akanji, and it's straight to the feet of the Bosnian GK. It's going to be a free kick to Bosnia. Bosnian manager asking why he's not being carded. Quite emotive on the touchline, I'll be honest. The Bosnian manager. Throw into Switzerland. Get the ball just over the halfway mark. Work it back for the keeper to pump forward again, and it's just fallen to the defence of Bosnia and Herzegovina. And again, like I say, it's another move broken down very quickly. Edin Dzeko. Name we haven't mentioned that often because he's not really seen much of the ball, but he's there and thereabouts now. Tries to whip one towards the back stick. And Benjamin Tahirovic was there. Couldn't quite get his foot under it. And that's the closest Bosnia have got. If Tahirovic does manage to connect with that ball over from Dzeko, we are looking to get, like I said, Bosnia being 1-0 up against the run of play, but coming up 32 minutes in, it's again the Swiss who keep coming forward with wave of attack after attack. Good bit of pressure by Fabian Rada. Went down, soon got back up though. Now with Manuel Akanji. Got Ruben Rodriguez out wide. He's picked out. Xhaka finds Mikel Abisha. Or Abitsa. However you want to say it, pronounce it. Now with Nico Alvede, picks out Widmer. Was looking for that ball across. Bosnia just tried to clear. I think it's Dedic. Again, ball deep in the half of Bosnia. It's going to be another throw into the Swiss. It's taken quickly. Elvede picks it up, switching wings. Xhaka. He's got Dan and Doy there. He's skipped past his man. Again, nobody at the front post. They're going for, trying to attack that front post, but you've got to have bodies there. You have to have bodies there. They're not getting involved at all. Akanji. Elvede. Vidma. Akanji with a ball over the top. Now with Rodriguez, who's become a little bit more central now. Ball whipped over. Breland Polo's there. He's headed it against Katic. I think it's going to be a corner. All corners are checked though to see if it is. So we will find out in a moment. It does look like the corner's been given. Again to the front post. Nobody there in Swiss red. I keep saying they keep playing it to that front post, but there's nobody there. So why aren't they trying to attack it to the, you know, to the back post? I just don't get it. That's going to be a goal kick. I think Vasic punches his own player in the back of the head there. But Moharemovic straight back to his feet, no questions asked. Bosnia come more central. I thought we were going to look for the pass of Edin Dzeko. Doesn't. Goes alone. It's Memic, who, to be fair, if he'd have picked out Dzeko, probably would have had the better chance to turn and get a shot off. Instead, the old eyes lit up. And sight of glory obviously found its ways to him, but nothing of glory to showcase. It was straight into the arms of Cabell. Undoy. He's got Rodriguez running at the side of him. He decides to turn, play it to Xhaka. Could do with Rodriguez making that run. He does halt his run a little bit. Did get it. Played it back across. Referee gets in the way. Xhaka goes to make a pass to Undoy, and the referee stood right in front of him. Kanji has to go back to his goalkeeper after the drop ball. Good bit of play by Frula. Rodriguez fans and Doit. Tries a little bit of trickery again. And he thought he had got the cut. He thought he'd won the corner. I mean, looking at it, it does look like it should have been a corner. The goal kick was given. "40 minutes played." Now Bosnia come forward. Edin Dzeko just had a chance before that. It was well blocked by the defence. And Kanji and Rodriguez both watching their man. There's a lot of aggression coming from this Bosnia and Herzegovina manager. Honestly, he looks like he's off his rocker. Not long left in this first 45. Moharemovic. That should get easier to say as the game goes on, but it probably won't. I'm sure they put him on the ball just so that I can mess his name up. If I can't say his name, I should just go for first name since it's only Tariq. It'd be a lot easier. Now Xhaka, like I say, a key player for Switzerland. That glue in midfield, some would say. And the Swiss work it back to Kobel. And Bolo tries to get Ndoye on the run. Not enough on it. Now Bosnia try to come forward. It's a good passage of play if they can get it across. It's going to be a Bosnian corner. Vidmar has to come back. Kolasinac does well with a run. It was Demirovic. He did very well to pick out Kolasinac on the run. And wouldn't this be interesting just on the stroke of half time? 44 minutes played and it is a Bosnian corner. It's a bit of a poor one. It's been given as a freak. What was that? What was that? That was a very, very, very poor corner routine. He's tried to pick his man out at the front post. His front man is the man who's come short for it. He's under pressure early, got in front of him and somehow won the foul. Shocking. Frula was looking for a run. Nobody willing to dart into the Bosnian technical area. They've had to work it back. Rodriguez starts to go over the top. Looking for the run of Ryder. Michael Abisha getting involved. Header back to the key pose. Come out quickly. And picks up Dan Ndoye. He's got a runner on his left. He might have overcooked this Ndoye. I think he has. He's lost it. Bosnia managed to get it clear. It's fallen back into the path of Xhaka. Picks out Rodriguez. He needs to get a ball across. Header up by Tariq. Say, I'm learning. We'll call him Tariq instead. And 3 minutes added on at the end of this first half. We've practically already had two of them. And the offside flag has gone up against Bosnia. Xhaka picks out Ricardo Rodriguez. Goes more central. And Doy. Gets the ball back. From Elvedi. It won't be long before we see the half-time whistle. Big pump forward. Referee looking at his watch. And he has blown for half-time. Goalless at the break. Switzerland have their chances to try and break this team down. They're not executing them as they get into the final third. Both teams have had a golden chance with the ball across the face of goal, but again, just not clinical enough. At half-time, it is Switzerland 0, Bosnia and Herzegovina 0. I'm going to go to the toilet and make a drink. So I will see you guys very, very soon. Players coming out for the second half. And still 0-0 in this fixture. I was just looking at the stats, to be fair. Like I say, Switzerland holding the most possession with 69%. In terms of shots, they've both been quite even, really. But I'd like to say that it's the... it's the sort of... It's Switzerland who have had the upper hand. Let's not rule that out. But like I say, it's anybody's game at 0-0. We are back underway for the second half. Hopefully we'll get a goal in it. It'd be nice if we did. Don't think there's been any changes ahead of this second half either. Yep, no changes. At the break. How we doing, Nippon? Hope you're well, mate. Hope things are good on your end. I say with nothing changing from the teams, just to reiterate the teams, Gregor Kobel in goal for Switzerland, Sylvain Vidma, Nico Alvede, Manuel Akanji and Ricardo Rodriguez, the back four. Mikel Abisha, Granit Xhaka and Remo Freuler, the midfield three, with Fabian Rada, Dan Ndoye and Briel Mbolo as the man up top. For Bosnia, Nikola Vasic in goal, Amar Dedic, Tarik Moharemovic, Nikola Katic, Said Kolasinac, Amar Memic, Benjamin Tahirovic, Arvan Sunjic, Kerim Alagbegovic, Ermedin Debrimovic and Edin Dzeko. Like I say, there's a few tongue twisters in there, even for me. But Switzerland coming forward again, heavy touch by Mbolo, who, to be honest, I don't think he's offered enough. Could potentially come off in the latter stages, or may just need that bit of support. trust me, it's not easy to do. I've probably butchered about 3/4 of them, Kate, to be honest. Bolo has it. Can't really do anything with it. Needs Ndoye to help him out, but it is going to be a goal kick. Like I say, I'm not even going to... I read the substitutes out before kick-off. That were bad enough. There's some right names in there. I mean, look at these. I'll put them up on camera for people to see, but look at some of the names on that Bosnian subs bench. I mean, what's that? Hadzikadunic, Bajrak Tarovic, Hadzimatovic, Slomislic, Jakic, Radeljic. Like I say, they're all itches, most of them. But it's difficult. It's difficult. Just like trying to get a goal in this game. However, Ndoye comes forward. Looks like he's gone to try and surprise the keeper. Looked like he was going to go for the cross. Instead goes for a cheeky effort on his own. And the keeper reads it like a book. Good passage of play by Bosnia. Who are now trying to break down the Swiss. And it is going to be a Swiss free kick deep in their own half. The Bosnian fans and Swiss fans loving it out there at the World Cup. The weather absolutely glorious in LA. Now the ball in the centre of the park. With Rodriguez. Picks up Frula. He's looking for a header of... I think it's Vidma who gets the header. Oh no, it might have been a Bitsa. It is. Vidma was sort of coming in just behind. A Bitsa. It does hit him on the back of the head. I think Vidma does have better chance of connecting with it. Xhaka. Oh, again, terrible ball. I mean, not even a terrible ball. Fabian Ryder just didn't read the pass from Granit Xhaka at all. Practically had a free hit at goal as well. Sickner. Switzerland, I think, are going to get a corner here. Corner taken, header up, only clear to the edge of the box. Switzerland tried to get it in again, and it's an overhead kick by Dan and Doy. That would have been some goal, some save by the keeper. Let's not take that away from the Bosnian number one. Does well to keep that out. But Undoy does well to even get his body across into that position. It's going to be another set piece though. Oh no, the referee guessing VAR have looked at it and said there was an offside in that bit of play before the corner. So it's been brought back to a goal kick. Coming up to 60 minutes. Oh, 59 to be exact. Dan and Doy's trying to race away. It's going to be a card. I think it's Dedic who's pulled back and died. Amar Dedic goes into the book. You'd expect around this time changes to be made from either side, with the deadlock still yet to be broken. Like I said, will we see the likes of Burnley Zeki Amdouni? It's going to be another yellow card for Bosnia. I think is it Edin Dzeko who will go into the book, the Bosnian captain. To be fair, it's a late challenge on Akanji, and he's obviously two former Manchester City players. Hey, Big Rich is in. How you doing, Mosh? Hope you're well, mate. What have you made of the World Cup? What have you thought of it? These stupid hydration breaks and all. Set piss. Maharamovic, again involved in a bit of an incident. Doesn't seem to be challenged by the referee though. Switzerland's still trying to come forward. It's Dan and Doy again on this near side. Tries to get it back across. It's going to be a corner. I'll be honest, I've watched pretty much. I think I've probably missed 2, maybe 3. I've watched them all the rest. And tonight's caught up with me. So as soon as I've done this watch along, I'm going to bed because I'm absolutely knackered. Don't help having dodgy guts either. Oh, corner comes in. It's a good save. Dzeko's down. He's holding his knee. So I think there might have been a bit of a challenge between Dzeko and Breland Bolo to win the ball. Twess, how you doing? Hope you're well, mate. Apparently English fans have been class. It's going to be a double change for Bosnia. I think it's Bajrak Tarevic, one of the players coming on. Dzeko and Tyrovic, who are off. Bajrak Tarevic and Basic. On for the away side. What did everyone make of that England game? Because I'll be honest, first half, I was really, really sceptical about how open we were from a defensive point of view. But like I say, I don't know what was said at half time, but there was definitely fireworks or rockets up the backside of a few of those. England players. We managed to get the job done. I think our toughest game, to be honest, will be on Tuesday against Ghana. For some reason, I've said it since the state of the fixtures. I think there's always one sort of dodgy, African team that gets through all the groups and has a decent tournament. So yeah, I think our toughest game will be Tuesday. I'm hopefully going to get over to West Ham this time and return the favour, Rich, next season. But yeah, both teams in the Championship. Like I say, you've been over here and we've met up. It'd be nice to come down to London and meet up with you guys for that one. I mean, to be fair, mate, nobody knows what's happening with Burnley at the minute. Because it's been over 2 months now and we still haven't got a manager. Rich says first half 5 out of 10, second 8.5 out of 10. So with 8.5, what would have made it a 10 for you? What would have made that second half a 10? Noel's in the chat. How you doing, mate? I'm predicting 8 wins. Come on, England. It's coming home, boys. See, I watched it at the Turf, the England game the other night. And you know what? It weren't that bad, but I think I'm just going to go to a boozer around corner from mine and watch the Ghana game on Tuesday. Oh, this game is screaming for a goal. It's just both sides so lackluster in the final third. There's pushing and shoving going on. It's all happening. Not entirely sure what's happened with Kolasinac, but he's gone down. I'm not sure what's happened there. We're just going to see the replay now from the ref view. Still didn't really see what the incident was. Just sort of rolled. Potentially another change coming for Bosnia. Twist says, with the schedule released next week, hopefully Burnley get a home match when I'm in Burnley in September and can catch a match at the Turf. Yes, mate. 100%. %. That'd be good, that. Oh, Rich. You're only coming because it's easy. It's cheap beer and 3 pints for you guys, especially last year it were anyway. Oh, shot by Bosnia from outside the box. Cabell does well to save. Nearly parries it. Dedic's trying to get the crowd going. But yeah, oh mate, I'd love to see you again. Honestly, really, really would. There's going to be another hydration break. Woo! We could have had another 3-second half. I agree with that. Do you know what? The game at the Turf, it wasn't that bad. The Euros were better because the kickoffs were earlier. They held them in the fan zone around the back. So there was a lot more fans in tow. And as I say, as we progressed through the tournament, it got more packed. There were beers all up in the air. It was just pandemonium, especially with that Bellingham, finish that took us through in one game. And it just, like, they're memories I look back on. But this one, we were held in the Jimmy Mack suite. And it felt a little bit like, I felt like a happy clapper. It just didn't feel right. So I'm going to make sure I'm in the pub. And mingling with those that will basically feel every single kick as it's happening on the telly. I mean, it's silly money, the amount that's being spent out there. They did an interview with that England fan, that Andy Milne. And there's been rumours of he sold his house, but to be fair, he did have other houses. And a tenant apparently left, so he sold up that property and has used his half of the money for tickets to this tournament. And he said that his ticket is still going to, even if England don't reach the final, he will be at the final. And his ticket cost him over 3 points from $1,000. But yeah, like Kate said there, next Saturday, if it's in the fan zone, then it should be a lot better atmosphere. Honestly, only I could cover this Swiss game, and it probably end up finishing 0-0. It's just typical. Absolutely typical. For the Burnley fans, or well, any football fan in the chat, who do you think we're going to start the season against? And same to you, Rich, if you're still in. How do you see it? How do you see West Ham start going? Could you imagine? I think Lancashire Police would have a field day if that's the opening fixture for Burnley. I mean, I think we actually play, I dare say, I think we play a Carabao Cup game first. Before we even play any championship fixture. I suppose we'll see. Fixtures announced next Thursday. I'm going to be at the fixture launch at the Turf, so I'm hoping to be able to grab a couple of interviews with either ex-players or staff members. Get people's thoughts on Burnley's fixtures next week, and should be able to put it out as a video. See if I'm not too much of a chicken shit to ask these people for if they're all right to be on camera and interview them. What's the worst they can say? No. I mean, when we did the fixtures for the Premier League, and it was nice to get an invite to that, and I was stood talking to George Boyd for about 10-15 minutes, and all I could think of is like just what's going on. This, it's brilliant. I'm sat here and enjoying my breakfast, eating breakfast with George Boyd sat at the side of me. It was buzzing. Oh, there's been a goal. It's Manzabi who scored for Switzerland out of nowhere. Absolutely out of nowhere. Bosnia and Herzegovina fans devastated. I mean, that is some finish. That is some finish. We definitely need a kit release as well. Apparently that's not till next month though, but again, this is why it's infuriating. So it comes from his passage of play, really. Gets it out wide. He's asking for it back. It's took a deflection. He gets himself in and around it in the middle of the box. And he just wraps his foot round it sweetly. He's built like Everton's... The Lukaku of the Everton days. Hairdo and all. And there's enough power on that for Cabell that he can't keep it out. Fantastic finish. We finally have the deadlock broken. One 0 to the Swiss. You're right, no, absolute madness. I know mates that have been to tournaments and things like that, and they've got cheaper tickets and what have you. But this World Cup has been so costly. If there wasn't a World Cup, I would have contemplated going to some of the games in America for Burnley's pre-season. But the fact that they've done a pre-season in America during the World Cup, nah. I ain't paying those astronomical flights, prices, ticket prices, travelling, food, etc. It adds up, doesn't it? I'm hoping the rumours are true about an Ajax friendly. If those rumours are true, then I would love nothing more than a nice little trip to the Johan Cruyff Arena. Suppose we can go check in and see our old mate Wout. Wout Kartos. .77 on the clock. Switzerland 1, Bosnia and Herzegovina 0. Finally, this game awakened with a finish. And what a finish it was by Manzambi off the bench. Bosnia really do need to come out from that deep way of playing if they want to try and get themselves back into this game. And I hope that Switzerland don't just sit on the 1-0 lead. I know it's been scrappy at times, but still, once you've got it, try and kill it off. The goal scorer trying to come forward again. Good bit of play by Switzerland. Tried to get it through into the box. Bit of a wayward pass. That's not bad, no. I won't mind. Like I say, I wouldn't mind it. Another chance for Switzerland. Oh. There's going to be a sending off. It was only going to be a matter of time. It was only going to be a matter of time before Moharemovic got a card or got taken off. He's absolutely wiped Breel Bolo out. And I'm not sure, is it a pen? Is it just outside? I think, is the initial challenge just outside the box? I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing it's going to be a free kick. I don't think it's going to be a penalty. It is going to be a free kick. But he was last man. And Switzerland have a chance. For me, it looks a bit too close in. To try and get it up and over the wall. It does go for it. Does get it round. And Vasic has to clear it. Nine minutes left. It's going to be a Switzerland corner. Did well with that free kick, to be fair. Did very well. Ball whipped in. And keeper punches only as far as Granit Xhaka. Exactly, Twess. Exactly. I'm doing it. I have this game wrapped up in 10 minutes. Instead, I've had to sit through nigh on 90, and I don't think the Burnley man's even going to enter the pitch. I think he got 10 minutes against Qatar. Don't think he's going to get any today. Unless the Switzerland manager decides to use a bit of time up by making substitutions deep into added on time. We have it 83 minutes, so 7 minutes still of the 90 to play. And again, another chance. Maybe for Switzerland. They've been a little bit patient. They have got the lead. There's another chance here. Ball across. And Bolo's there. And it's a cross. It's 2-0. It's 2-0 Vargas with the finish. Vargas puts Switzerland 2-0 up, taking advantage of that 10 men. And it's an absolute sucker punch for Bosnia. Mr. Slattery. Massive appreciation, my friend. Massively appreciation. Thank you very, very much. Like I say, we've only just started getting this back up and running. But thank you for the support. Really do appreciate it. Like I say, we've got loads coming from a Burnley perspective as well. And I'm thinking of doing a prediction show next year. Like doing like a Super 6. Picking 6 games in the Championship. And we're going to get people's thoughts and predictions. See where people do every week. Be interesting. But no, massively appreciated, mate. Honestly, thank you so much. Like I say, for me, the money either goes back into the channel or it'll be put to one side and we'll be able to do a giveaway with everybody's support, you know, further down the line when YouTube allows the payout, basically. No, thank you very much. No, I do appreciate it. You've got 2-0. What on your bet? What's the returns if you've got money on it? We've had to wait late into the game to have something to shout about. It's been a change for Bosnia. 2 changes, sorry. I can't see that making a difference with Bosnia down to 10 men now. 86.5 minutes gone. And Vidmer has gone off for Switzerland. Jacques is on. They've still got a substitution left of the Swiss. Just bring Amdouni on for shits and giggles so we can at least say he's played. Do you not realise I'm doing a podcast? To be fair, I will be honest, I can't wait for the game to end now, just because I'm absolutely flagging tiredness. These games have caught up with me now. I just want to go to bed. Vargas whips a ball in. Oh! And Bolo just couldn't quite get on the end of it. £37.50 better off then, innit, mate? So I bet you were happy as a pig in shit that Breland Bolo doesn't quite get a foot on that. It's just the bounce, isn't it? Takes it away from him. It is Breland Bolo who's coming off. It's going to be the final change for the Swiss. Please be Zeke. Please be Zeke. What? No, come on. As if he's took Breland Bolo off, the man up top, and replaced him with Itten. Is he still at Celtic or Rangers or wherever he is? Where is he? Is it Celtic, I think? Oh no, is it? Right, so let's see what happens here. But He's a centre forward who plays in the German third division at Fortuna Dusseldorf, and he's got in again ahead of Zeki Amdouni. Switzerland come forward again. It's tying with Bosnia now. And again, Vargas. Cross! And it's in! Oh, no! Oh, Noel's bet. It's 3-0 to the Swiss. I'm just, like I say, at this point, that sending off has been the key difference. It's been a huge difference. But it is 3-0. Good ball by Vargas across. And I think, is it the first goal scorer again? Of course, I'm not watching the riveting match of Canada and Qatar, Tess. But it is 2 goals for Manzambi. It's another change for Bosnia, but like I say, it ain't going to do anything. Damage limitation has been done. We've got 6 minutes added on at the end of this 90. Oh, no, I feel for you, Mush. I feel for you. Ball played back by Bosnia, and Switzerland don't really even need to bother challenging them now. I know there's still 4.5 minutes in it, but with the game at 3-0 and the way the game has been played out, like I say, there's nothing really Bosnia can do. I think I actually had the Swiss to win their group. I did do a bet where I predicted each team to yeah, I did. I put Switzerland for Group B winners. Corner for Bosnia. It's whipped in deep. Oh, wow. Wow. Bosnia have got one back. That's an absolute rocket. Mamic just comes steaming in the corners deep onto the keeper. Keeper clears, but Mamic just comes in, steaming in. And there's that much venom behind the shot. It's 3-1. And these goals are just coming left, right and centre now. It's all happening all over. Madness. Absolute scenes. Here's the referee's view. It's just, oh, what a strike. What a strike. Oh, go on. How much do you get on 3-1 as well, Noel? How much do you get on 3-1? That was absolute banger. I agree, Tess. I agree. Yeah, let us know what you've got on 3-1 as well, Noel. I mean, it would be good for us in regards to Hannibal. But I think since the manager is sacked, um, I think he did an interview after it saying, look, at least now we can potentially play with some sort of attacking intent. So I don't think there were players in that squad that were really happy with the manager's methods anyway. To be fair, I didn't even rate him when he was Forest manager all those years ago, Sabri Lamucci. Better than a kick in the proverbial, isn't it, Noel? At least some sort of winnings. We've got just over a minute left. Not entirely sure what's gone on here. Is it potential shout for a penalty? There is a potential shout for a penalty. The player saying he's got the ball. No, that's a pen. For me. That's a pen for me. Granit Xhaka from the spot. Has a chance to make it 4-1. Keeper goes the right way. Granit Xhaka does it. 4-1 to the Swiss. I'm sorry, but did anybody think that this is the way the game was going to go? Because I'll tell you something now, I didn't. After watching 0-0 for the majority of this game, I'm very, very surprised. I think that might be the end of it. I think we may be looking at full time as well. You couldn't have wrote it, no. You could not have wrote it. The referee has called time on the game. It is full time at the Los Angeles Stadium, and it's a fantastic result for the Switzerland national team. We didn't get to see Zeke in a Switzerland shirt, apart from burst out the national anthem. But yeah, like you said there, Noel, it didn't look like either team had a goal in them. You know, Switzerland had the bulk of possession, yes. They had 13 shots, only 7 of them on target. Bosnia, I said, would be very patient in their build-up before a ball was even kicked, and 5 shots, 3 on target, lack of possession. I said it'd be too lackluster. But it is the Swiss who have done it. It is the Swiss who have done it. Thank you very much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate the love and support that you guys have been giving as well. The next game we'll be covering will be Sharande Sambo's Curacao against the Ivory Coast next Thursday. But yeah, join us then for that. There may be a video before that on either Monday or Wednesday night with my predictions for how I think the league table will go, and get my early predictions out there. But we will see. But like Noel says, to think at 2-0 we had another 3 goals, mate, ludicrous. I just didn't understand where them goals even were going to come from. But hey, you would not have said that were a 4-1 game, put it that way. So yeah, thank you very much for your love and support. If you can, please do drop us a like, share, subscribe, hype, get yourselves involved, give us your thoughts. If there's any ideas you think we could do going forward, if there's anything you think we could do to make this channel better, I'm open to suggestions. Like I say, I want us to grow together. This isn't just me behind a camera. I want us to grow together. So you and me, but most of all, it's for you guys in the chat. So please do keep loving and supporting. And yeah, we will see you with another one. And as Noel says and Kate says, bye for now. But that is football. And that is football indeed. Take care, everyone. Until next time. Bye.